Hi, my loves, welcome back. I'm Coach Naz, and in today's video, I can't pronounce things today. I want to talk about something that recently came up. It was somebody that messaged me, and they were just struggling with this one question. So I want to kind of just answer it a little bit more in detail. So the question was, I have started dating somebody. We are and by the way, this is a woman. So she said that she started dating recently, and they just recently became exclusive. And she then, I guess a couple days later, somehow on his phone, saw some messages that he basically was messaging other women. And so she obviously called him out on it, and he just didn't really, he was like, okay, well, this is normal. Like, there's nothing wrong with messaging somebody else. And he didn't really see the point of it. But what I really want to get into is, before even talking about him, I want to talk about you as a woman, as a man, whatever gender, it doesn't really matter. If you are interested in somebody, would you message somebody on Instagram? Would you slide into the DMs? Would you hit on somebody at a coffee shop? If you were exclusive with somebody, would you do that? If you really, saw your future with them, would you do that? Would you do it and jeopardize your relationship with them? Does that relationship even matter if you do it? What is your answer? If you say no, oh my gosh, I would never do that, right? Which is, it shows like you have integrity, you have value, then why on earth would you accept this man or woman to do it to you? Why would you think that that is normal or okay behavior? Everybody that does things in their lives, even though they might say, oh, it was a mistake, I didn't really understand, I didn't really realize. No. Everybody knows what they're doing. Even when they're cheating, even when they're doing something that is inappropriate, our bodies tell us, like, no, this is not something you need to be doing, because innately we are divine, pure beings, and we are good human beings, even though I'm sure people will disagree with me on this. But innately, if you really go down into our soul, we are good. There's nothing evil about us, generally. Of course, when there's conditioning, when there's different things that I want to talk about in this video, that causes us to get into the other side. So this is what I'm trying to say, is that if you wouldn't do it, then why would you think that the person that you're you're getting exclusive with has good intentions after they're doing something that you would never do, or you would never even think about doing? It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. So I'm not even going to get into the whys of why people do this, because I'm sure we all know this already. He's not really that into you if he's messaging somebody else, if he's talking to somebody else, and he is exclusive with you. Why would he have the need to message somebody else if he has you, the most precious, valuable thing on the planet? Why would he do that? Okay, you're not the most valuable thing on the planet, but you're the most valuable asset, right? And he should cherish that. He should value that. And if he doesn't, then you have your answer. But what we do usually as men and women is we look at the best, we always think like, okay, maybe it's just a one-off thing, it'll get better. You listen to the BS and you're like, okay, maybe like it was a mistake. No, people don't do mistakes. I'm sorry. Like, even people that cheat and they say, okay, well, I never realized it would have actually hurt my other half. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm sorry, but I need a therapist to explain to me how that works. How a man or woman's mind thinks that when they cheat is not going to hurt their kids or their other half after they've been married or in a relationship. I mean, there's a whole different story for like 10, 15 years. It just blows my mind. Anyways, sorry, I'm off on a tangent. But I just want to come on here to share this with you guys. If you ever feel like, you feel like something is off, something is wrong, please please speak up and please create your boundaries. Don't accept less than you deserve just because you want to settle, just because you're at that age. You're like, okay, well, we'll make it work. No, you can't make it work with somebody that doesn't want to make it work with you. They don't care about you. So you have to like really understand the other person and have that conversation and be aware of the patterns and notice what you're doing when they're communicating all of their stuff to you. Are you able to kind of see, you know, is this a story from the past that he keeps on saying over and over again? Or is he being genuine? Or did he, you know, is this something that consistently happens over and over again? And this takes a lot of time and awareness to stop and pause and just breathe and just listen to this person instead of saying, oh no, that's okay, that's fine, it's all good, like I understand. Like, stop talking and just watch, just listen to what he's saying. And if this happens again, I don't know what to tell you now because I mean, he already told you who he is. And I know that a lot of people say, well, you know, men can change if you're the right woman, or all this bunch of stuff, which I get. It's true. Like, men do change for different, like they behave different ways, right? For different women, which again, that's a whole different story. But I do feel like, you know, you have to be aware of these patterns and notice that if you wouldn't do something like this, don't accept it from somebody else. Especially somebody that's supposed to be your best friend, your partner in crime, somebody you're going to build your entire life with, you're going to share your bank account with, you're going to share children with. Come on. But I do want to send love to everybody out there that, you know, is dating and you're just like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm so confused right now. I understand it's very, very confusing, noticing signs and all that kind of stuff. And I speak to so many people that say, oh, I'm single and life is so much better and I'm choosing to be single. I want to be alone. And yeah, everybody wants to be alone right now because it is easier, to be quite frank. I'm not responding to anybody's messages. I don't need to communicate to anybody other than myself, you know? And so life, and also, by the way, nobody's triggering me. Nobody's pushing my buttons. I mean, there's somebody, my daughter is, but that's a whole different story. She's pushing my what would you call it? My trauma from my childhood and making me heal in ways that I can't even fathom. Anyways, that's a whole different story. But what I'm trying to say is that, of course, it's easier for us to be single. What's difficult is being in a relationship because that person is mirroring back to us all of our wounds, traumas, all that stuff that we need to heal. It is like literally facing us head on. And so the answer is not to remain single. I'm just going to be quite frank. It is not to be single. Okay, it is to, of course, work on yourself, love yourself, accept yourself, do the work, all that kind of stuff. But be open to meeting somebody new because you just don't know who's around that corner, like around the coffee shop. You just don't know. And I just actually heard this yesterday where, you know, so many times, and also with manifestation, it becomes a little bit like you're trying to control, like I have to have, and this is what I stopped doing, to be quite frank. Of course, I have visions, I have goals, like I want to be here, but I'm not forcing it to happen. Like, I'm just saying, this is what I would like. The universe communicates back to me what it would like me to do or where it needs me to go. And then I do it. What we usually do is we just say, I'm just going to go with the flow and I'm just going to see what happens. And then you're not listening to the universe. You're not getting guided. You're not listening to your gut. That is where the whole breakdown and downfall seems to happen. So this is just my message for you today, to really, really listen, to not accept less than you deserve, because you are a beautiful, beautiful human being. The fact that you're on this page means you are a beautiful soul and you really want to be better. You want to do better. And I know that you will find your soulmate very soon. If you guys are interested in working with me or you want to learn more about how the Secure Love Blueprint works, then I am offering free clarity calls. It's only for a very limited amount of time. It's soon going to be a charged survey, so take advantage. It's literally like a free therapy session. Well, it's not therapy, but like a free coaching session for 45 minutes. And it's a lot of value. You get a lot of your answers answered on that call for free, which I think is phenomenal. So if you guys are interested, check the link down below and I will see you guys in my next video.